Hello, hello.
What's up, y'all?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Wasn't working when I was testing it.
We in the building.
Yeah, technically. How do I do this? Okay, there it goes. Got me learning how to do something tonight. Okay.
Who is that?
Who is who? Boy, stop. Get off. So silly. Hi, Fernando. Hi, Naomi.
Good evening. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Just walking in the door.
Me too.
Hi.
I'm always running to catch these meetings.
Kia's here. Just want to let you guys know, but I'm at work. But
Hi,
I'm here.
Kia. Okay.
What's up?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yvonne, since you on there real quick. I don't
Yes,
know why
ma'am.
when I go into I can't like pick what I want to do, like wholesaling and all that. That's what I was trying to say the other day when I was in the
Okay.
message, and then I had an emergency, and then I've been going for a couple of days, but I'm back.
Okay. Okay, so we'll check that out for you. Anthony, can you
Okay.
check real quick to see if it's a setting issue?
Hi, Anthony. But okay,
All right, thank you,
I'm
Kia.
put myself on mute. All right.
Okay.
Nah, she should be good.
He should be okay.
We'll just have to walk through and see what's to have her describe the issue and then go from there.
Okay, cool.
it may have been, I don't know what it's called, but I think I did the same mistake. It asked you if you wanted to edit, and I said no originally, and then I
Mhm.
couldn't do it, and I had to go back. So I don't know if that's the issue she's having or not,
Mm,
because I didn't
okay.
have whatever the thing that you edit. It says something about, do you want to edit it? And I was like, well, I didn't want to mess with y'all stuff, but I didn't realize I had to do that in order to go on to check it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. But she definitely has editor privileges.
Okay.
Hi, Jubilee. Hi, Lisa.
What's up? What's
Good
up?
evening. Hello. Good evening.
Hi.
Anthony,
Yep.
are you able to message Brian? I think he just messaged us on the other link.
I think he meant like how long is it gonna be? I think.
Mm, I didn't even glance over it. Okay, we'll check it. We'll give him a few more minutes, Tiana, and then you can get started. Kick it off. You're snacking over there, huh?
I literally have to run to get in here. I don't have time to eat.
Oh no, I understand. I know I appreciate you. So okay, so
Okay, we'll start at 6:35.
okay. I want you guys to know that I'm gonna try to get fancy, like Fun Your Freedom had the music in the beginning, getting everybody all hyped up. We need to We need to be trying to do that, you know, so it won't be no dead air. Just kind of have a little something to
Music.
hype us up. You know what I'm saying?
I felt
How you
about that.
guys doing?
Look, don't get me
Talk to me.
started. I'll
What's up?
sing.
What's up?
I
What's
will
up?
sing a song. What's up, Jay Money?
How you guys doing?
Good,
Good.
was good.
Good. I just had to get my daughter
Good.
situated now. I mean, put her on a Netflix show so she can be occupied.
Understood.
Okay, so it's 6:35, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Thank you everybody for coming to the meeting, our second Property Playmakers General Meeting. So
Ooh.
we're just gonna go ahead and dive in. It's 6:30, you know, we all have been at work all day. So,
Right.
the agenda for tonight, we are going to go over the wholesaling course, team signups, our Property Playmakers future meetup, the Property Playmakers calendar, the real estate attorney update. We'll go over Trello, and then we'll just have a discussion about like member involvement and how things are moving along with Property Playmakers. So, Anthony or Shalita, do you guys want to start it off?
Yes, we can start off about the wholesaling course in itself. I don't know how many people have already started the course or finished it, but I just want to reiterate with this particular course, it's not important for you to understand everything that's going on. The goal right now is for you to understand what wholesaling is and how it works. And within that 3-hour course time frame, you know what I'm saying, take some notes or whatever, because we're going to get started soon on trying to discuss everything about the wholesaling and the process. And we just want everyone to have at least that general knowledge. So I know like getting in there is like, man, this is a lot of information, or I don't know where to start. Well, that's the two things that we want everyone to understand, that if you can know what it is and how it works, those are the two main things. So, and if you haven't started already, this is important that you do so that we can get started. As soon as we're ready to get started, we all can start doing our little role playing as we was talking about, and just kind of discussing the wholesaling course in itself. Anthony, do you want to talk about the calendar next?
Yeah, for the calendar, basically, the idea is we need a way to allow members to understand what events are taking place and when, you know, for any given day, any given week, any given month. So we created the Property Playmakers Google Calendar so we can actually allow members to keep track of these events. So that's any event, whether it's our scheduled meeting, especially when we get started with wholesaling and keeping track of, okay, when we engage these professionals, whether it be an attorney, CPAs, or the like. So everybody will be coordinated, we'll be synchronized on when these events are taking place. So if ever you forget, get too busy or whatever, you can quickly go to your Property Playmakers Google Calendar and take a look and, you know, stay apprised on what's going on. So that's really important that y'all take a get connected, get signed up. Just click on the link and accept the invite, and you should see the Property Playmakers calendar alongside your personal Gmail calendar, and you can toggle each of those off and on so you can see the specific events for Property Playmakers only. So you just toggle off your personal calendar if you just want to see Property Playmakers specific events. Any questions on that?
Okay.
Okay, yes, wait, it's me again, sorry. So
No,
where
you're
did you
fine.
say we had to go, Anthony, to get that at?
Yeah, so
To find the link?
yeah, I shared the link. I can post it again. Let me grab it, and I'll repost it so you can
Are
have
you
it.
posting it here or are you posting it in the Playmaker chat?
I'll post it in the Telegram group. Yeah,
Okay, I got you. Thank you.
yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
Mm,
let me know if
Send that to me when she.
okay.
you run into any issues.
You said what?
I was talking to Kai.
Kia.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So the next thing that I wanted to kind of discuss is the team signups. I just want to mention that we're still working on how we're trying to structure all of the teams that we have on those particular tabs, like we mentioned last week. One of the things that I'm just looking at is that if you're interested, or even if you don't know if you're interested in one of those groups, we can kind of discuss what that role looks like, because we're just trying to create it and set up something and basically grow as we go, you know, and then just as we growing the different ideas and trying to figure out what it is that we want for each team, then that would just allow us to just have a group of people that understand what it is that we're looking for. So if you're able to sign up for something, but you're unsure if this is something that you're know how to do completely, it's okay, because we're building up on that. So I don't want anyone to feel afraid or worried about if I'm going to fill out this particular position or I don't know how to do that. We're all learning, and the goal is for us to learn together. So if there's ever a point that you need help, that's what we're here for. So the teams are there, and when you're ready to sign up, they're there for you to sign up. And then from there, we'll begin to build from the inside and then work our way through. Any questions about the team signups or any concerns about the team signup? Because like I said, I know I'm looking at the signups now, and I see a lot of people did go back in and sign up for some of the teams after the last meeting. But I do also see some other spots not being filled, and I don't want it to be a issue where you're just feeling like you're not familiar in that space, or you're not you don't know about this particular space, but you may want to learn about it. And we're okay with that, because we can learn together. Do we have any concerns about that, or? Nope. Okay, let's move along. The next thing on the agenda is the attorney update. We just want to follow up on that. I know we said last week we're looking into an attorney, just trying to see if there's any update. I know Jay Money was talking to somebody, and Brian was speaking with someone as well. Is there any update, Jay Money?
So with my contact, Wallace and Wallace, that's the screenshot that I sent in our group. I really want them, just how they set up their webpage and all that, like it's aligned with what we want. So I called them twice. The first time I spoke with somebody and they said they was gonna have an attorney reach back out. Never reached back out, so that's why I called today. No answered. And then I also filled out I hit the contact on the webpage, so I had to like fill out my name, email address, and phone number, and what legal advice that I want. So I filled that up, submitted it, and hopefully I will get a response quicker, because that's more of like an in-depth thing. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And the other attorney that I called, no answer from him as well. So still on the search.
Okay.
Jay Money, what was that first attorney that you said that you just for minutes purposes? Say it again. Wallace and Wallace?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
What's good,
yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm having I reached out to several attorneys myself, and I went through the AVVO looking for attorneys, and they have a bunch of attorneys there. A lot of the attorneys were booked out. So we're still in the process of looking for one, as it seems right now. I really would like to employ like other members, if you guys don't mind, like looking at, if you know somebody, because it's not about, sometimes people have other connections. So if we have some more people in the group that have connections with an attorney that you may know, because the goal is to get the attorney so that way we can start setting up Property Playmakers LLC. And we need that. I know in January, there's a lot of guidelines and stuff that's going to change the structuring of LLCs and corporations. So I know I want to try to get everything done before the beginning of the year. But you know, we just have to keep looking. It seems like, you know, and the holidays are coming, so who knows what's going on. A lot of the people I spoke with were pretty booked, but we can just keep going and looking for attorneys so we can get one hopefully within this month so we can get them on to talk to us.
Mhm.
I was gonna say that too. I think it's a holiday thing, maybe. You know, once November hit, everybody get in holiday mode. I'm pretty much running in the same situation as Jay Money with the second attorney. I've called and not getting no response back. The paralegal or secretary, you know, they just keep saying they relayed the message, and once they get an answer, they'll be back in contact with me. And like I put in the chat about the first attorney, that they just don't have the time. They, even if they get paid, they don't have the time. And I'm thinking that's a holiday thing though. Maybe. I'm not sure.
But what attorney don't want to get paid? That don't make no sense.
Fact.
I don't think it's
No.
they don't want to get paid. I think it's more so like you guys said, it's the end of the year, and that's when a lot of them go on vacations.
Yeah.
And then that's what I think is more so. It is
Right.
because I don't think they
And it could be because, like I said, I spoke to someone and they're saying that like quite a few, I think it was like 3 or 4, so they were booked out to the beginning of the year. And so I'm like, okay, so they were like, if you can reach out to me after the beginning of the year, then we may have something.
That can also be code for I got vacation.
I'm going to vacation.
Exactly.
They just don't want to come out and say it, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you call it January or February 1. Oh, sure. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, so we'll see. I know we've all been trying, and this is the, you know, the pushback that we're getting.
Yeah.
But you know, it may be that one person that decide not to go on a holiday and take the call. Who knows? But yeah, that's the goal, is to kind of get that going, and
Apple is a good site though. What you
It
said,
is.
Apple they're a good site. Like I found, the one of the attorneys that I used that I tried to get the first one, I found her on Apple. So
okay,
Apple is a good site, and actually, an attorney told me about Avo to look for attorneys for, things,
wow.
whatever you need. So yeah.
This site
Okay.
just something for attorneys that have a site you speak of?
Yep, nationwide.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
No, that was.
Yeah, they put it in the chat.
I got it.
My daughter got my phone too.
Yeah. This meeting is just basically just kind of going over some of the things that we talked about last meeting, and as I mentioned, just a few other things that we discussed in last meeting: the wholesaling, the team membership sign up. Anthony mentioned about the calendar. We have the attorney update, which we just went over. We were going to discuss along the way, like I have like a PNP. I know we spoke last week about the PNP meetup, and Jay Money said in April.
Yeah.
April?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said April. I was thinking, and we can always later on at some point talk about it, like if we wanted to do it in September, or somebody also mentioned to me Vegas. They wanted to do it in Vegas, like a meetup in Vegas. We all go in September, because I think we started the group September 17th or something. So if we do it around a year from now in September in Vegas.
The thing is,
so we're gonna do a gala.
But I care. But one thought is September, school's back in September.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
That is true. That is
That's
true.
a good
School is in
point.
September.
okay, like maybe beginning of August, mid-August, before I don't know when. I mean, different states, obviously kids go back to school different times, but like at least here in New York, they go back like right after Labor Day.
After Labor Day, exactly.
Now a lot of schools starting to go back in August. Like here in Virginia, they started second week of August.
Yeah, our kids did too. Yeah. And August is pretty hot in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So
But it all depends how long we're gonna be doing this for. Like if it's gonna be like a
It could be
weekend,
like a
Friday,
4
Saturday,
day
Sunday.
weekend or something, like a 4 day, like Thursday to Monday or Thursday to Sunday, something like that.
yeah, most likely like a Thursday to a Sunday. So that way give people time to get there and to do something Friday, Saturday, and potentially leave out on a Sunday or whatever. So that way
that could work anytime. We just would have to set up the school situation and stuff. But
I have everything set up on my end. It's okay.
well, my whole thought process, and you guys can tell me what you think about that, is do something where everybody can come, children and all, like an actual family reunion for property playmakers. Like we're actually meeting each other's family. My thought process is that, you know, in the military, when I was there, we made a pact, like no matter where we're at in the state, that somebody was there. And so that way, if my child went to New York, they're able to call J Money and J Omi and say, hey, I'm here. And they're like, yo, come up, because they know me. And so we made that pact with each other. And so that way we know each other's children, whatever. So that way if we meet them at P&P, you know, situation in August or September, whatever, everybody know each other.
Yeah. So I think if we're gonna do, well, regardless, we were thinking about getting a house, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
So eventually get a house. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely have to get like a really big Airbnb, but between all of us, there's Airbnbs that have, you know, that could just be a big house with, I don't know, 13 rooms. Like it'll work, you know, your kids sleep with you just in case, like in a room or something. So I think we could work that out. I think it'll be fun having the kids with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's
we might
just a
have our
thought.
own Airbnb by that time.
Right,
It's gonna need to be a big spot if we're gonna bring family.
Say that again, Brian.
I was saying, yeah, it's gonna need to be a nice size spot if we bring a family. So
Right.
Yeah.
Does everybody have kids on here? I know you guys, Anthony and Yvonne do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got kids.
I don't know. I don't have kids.
I have one, but she's grown. She's actually up in New York with you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Maybe she could come too. That'd be nice. Get her into the business, you know.
We'll see. She's a busy girl.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's just the thought process. We can always, you know what I'm saying, iron out those details. We don't necessarily have to have that. It's just that the goal is to ensure that we're always connected in some way where now we're not you know, it's like, you know, a big family. That's how I just feel like, you know, and then we were doing business, we're doing all of this stuff. So if we can kind of incorporate the kids, because they're going to eventually like potentially want to do something. And then if they're seeing that we're doing it, they may just want to be involved. We have a son. Go ahead.
Should we do a poll as far as like potential locations? Because I know you mentioned Vegas, which would be, I mean, I never been to Vegas, but I don't know how kid friendly that would be.
Yeah, I thought so too. And I went there and I seen all these families with their kids. And I'm like, what are they doing in Vegas? Yeah, I'm like, what are the kids doing in Vegas? But they have, it's like, it's pretty kid friendly. But at the same time, again, we don't have to necessarily go there. So of course we can definitely at some point do a poll or what that looks like.
So we could definitely have Vegas on the list.
Yeah, I think like the hotels and stuff, like the hotels and pools and stuff are what's kid friendly, not like the
not the casinos. Yeah.
Yeah, not the casinos and the nightclubs.
They weren't knocking on the casino doors and nothing like.
Right.
But they do have like several places that have like the pools and they have like the little parks and stuff like attached.
Yeah, and like the shows and stuff. Yeah.
And the shows, yeah.
Florida is extremely kid friendly, obviously. There's I mean they have a bunch of stuff for adults too. So all those parks they have for adults, but that's an option. And then
I guess one year Disney World gonna need to be in the mix, huh?
Right, that's true. And we can, like I said, we can kind of discuss that. Like we could do Disney World. We're gonna bring the kids and family and stuff because that'll be fun for them. And honestly, I've never been to Disney World. I've been to like Universal Studios, but never been to Disney World.
I've been to Disney, but not to all the parks. I'm gonna say bring them comfortable shoes, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to be in shape too. You need to be in shape.
And I would suggest definitely doing like a day of rest in between parks if you're gonna do that, because it can be a lot back to back.
Okay. Yeah, well, then that's definitely in the work. I just wanted to touch base on that so we can all kind of put that on our radar. And then we can set it up on our calendar for the Property Playmakers calendar.
Anthony, because I have it up and I went to the link. So do you have it where I got blanked out for a second because I just set up a calendar for us. So do you have it where it's just a public link, or do you have it where you have to add the users to the calendar? Because I click on the link, but it doesn't subscribe me to it. It just brings me back to my original, like my calendar itself. Like it doesn't give me the options of a calendar for us. I don't know if that's happening with anybody else when they click on the link.
When you,
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, Tion.
Oh, I was gonna say what happened when I did it. I pretty much had to do the same thing. It like took me back to my calendar, and then I had to sign in. But then I think I went like to settings, and I think I actually had to like turn on that calendar.
Right, but I don't even.
Is that what I had to do?
Option as a calendar, because I use Google Calendar a lot. Like I have one here. It brings me back to my calendar. Hold on, I'm just gonna do it all from scratch, just because.
Can you share your screen? Can you share your screen?
Oh,
I can.
me? Because I have it on my cell phone. That's why. But I can show you. Give me one sec. I'm just trying to.
Or I can do a separate session for anyone that's having issues and just collect.
If you want, you and I mean, we can talk about this. I just figured, I don't know if anybody else was having a problem or anything like that, or like if they were able to subscribe to it, because I know you can either add the users manually to the calendar, or you can just make it public when you create a Google Calendar.
Yeah, so it's not a public link, but once you accept the invite, you should see the calendar on under your my calendars list.
Yeah,
and you can toggle it off and on with just by check mark the checkbox. But you know,
so if you don't have it, then you will have to sign up for it.
Right. So I put in the link. Do you have just like when you have the calendar, do you have the URL for it? Or do you have the name specific for it?
Yes, I just posted it for.
Did it just say the name? Oh, it's property payment. You guys can talk about something else. I can always come back. We'll figure this out. I don't want to talk to nobody else.
No, you're fine. I think that's the goal, is to have these things happen in real time. So that way when you leave here.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, you're fine. I was just making mention that it's okay that we did it so that way she can get it through what's going on.
I can while you guys are continuing the discussions, I'll go ahead and add you guys that's here to the calendar, and then just do it.
I'm gonna add the calendar. Okay.
Do you have my email, Anthony?
Yeah, from the profile.
From the profile? Okay, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
You added the Gmail there.
Profile. No, you gotta gather some information.
Thank you. Now I'm excited about this yearly trip.
That's a
Well, I think once we start wholesaling, the trip is gonna be even better, because we're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, making some money before the trip. And that's the goal.
I feel like we should have quarterly trips, but every year, like the year mark should be like the biggest one.
Right. Like the quarterly would just be like the adults, and then the yearly would be the entire family.
Hell yeah, the whole family.
So Anthony, I have a question. When we go on.
Oh, Kia's asking the question. Go ahead, Kia.
So when we go on, right, and you look at the calendar.
Mm-hmm.
You muted yourself, Kia.
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 You're muted.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You good?
So my question is, when you go to that calendar, correct? Is it supposed to just like, I see my name at the bottom, I see manage accounts, I see settings. Am I in the right place? Like, it's hard to say. So I'm gonna screenshot it and I'll send it to the chat, and you tell me if I'm in the right place.
The similar issue that I'm having, probably, where she could, once she clicks the link, it goes to it, and all she sees is her calendar. Like, it doesn't even give her the option of a box on the side.
Mhm.
I think that's the exact same thing that happened with me, Anthony. How did we fix it? I went into settings and I did something, because that's the same thing that happened to me.
Okay, I sent
When I
it to the
clicked on the
chat.
link, all I see was my calendar.
She sent it to the chat. I think that's what happened to me, but he was able to fix it right when I was there. Like, what's going on here? Okay, let's see. She sent it in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I said.
This is exactly what mine was.
And you said don't worry about it, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm saying don't worry about it. I'm about to set y'all
You
up.
working?
Okay, thank you, Ed. Thank you. All right.
He sent no worries. He sent everybody up. Okay,
Yeah.
and I know you said she should have access, Kia, that is, Anthony, to the wholesaling, because she said she was unable to go on there as well to sign up.
Yeah, that we can troubleshoot that if you're having issues getting in.
Okay, then.
Because I helped.
Is anybody?
Anthony, do you I guess I was gonna send you a message, but I'll do that later too. If you wanted to kind of talk about some, I guess, IT tech stuff and see what you need some help, maybe getting some stuff off your plate, or that we can do it together. So maybe we can have like a separate call, you and I, about like about that kind of stuff. I don't know if anybody else would want to do that, but
I think right now you guys are the
kind
tech
of falls
people.
under Trello, right? Because all of the
or
tasks.
like even Google Calendar stuff I can help you with, right? Like that stuff like that you don't have to do all this stuff by yourself.
Right. And just like Tiana just was mentioning, and Anthony and I were discussing before the meeting, we may need to have a separate meeting for the Trello board itself, because he will want to do like a meeting on step-by-step way of fixing it and what that looks like. So that's what we're discussing. So next week or sometime when we discuss, Anthony, you know what day you want to try to have a meeting for that? For next week, you think that would be good to talk about the trailer board?
I don't know. I haven't decided. So what I'm thinking is I might just go ahead and just do a quick tutorial video, just walking through how it works.
Okay.
And then if anybody has any questions, or if there's enough questions, then I can just schedule a Zoom call. But I'm not sure. So basically the Trello board is how we keep track of the project's tasks. So any and everything that we're doing, and just let me, actually, I'll just do a quick screen share so you can just understand and follow visually when I'm explaining it. But then we can go into a whole, detail.
Yeah.
No questions. But let me get this calendar stuff set up for everybody real quick. And then
yeah, no worries. So so to answer your question, Jaomi, once we go over the Trello board, you'll be able to see all the tasks that needs to be done, especially some of the tech stuff, and you'll be able to kind of assign yourself one of those tasks from there.
Okay, Kaya, I just sent
it's Kia.
I don't know why I keep saying
it's okay, Anthony. I know who you're talking about.
He's a king of messing up a name.
I know it was Tiana.
Jaomi.
It's this hard.
Well,
even my name.
Well, if we're gonna talk about names, you say my name wrong too.
Yeah, your name. Oh,
yeah.
It's Joe.
What is it?
Joe.
Say it again.
Joemmy.
Joemmy. Okay.
Joemmy. Oh my God.
All this whole time, and you ain't even tell me.
I'm like, I'm cool with it. It's okay. I know she's talking to me.
Oh my gosh, no. My bad. Look at me trying to.
Seriously, I'm just like, oh, we gonna talk about it. Like Jonathan. Jonathan.
Him and I both. We're the king of messing up names. King and queen of messing up names. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have a laugh about this later, I tell you.
Oh yeah.
All right, Joemi, can you check yours too?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it right
Money, can you check yours?
It's okay. She knows who you're talking to. Okay, so if the calendars are good, we talked about the meetup, the team signups, the wholesaling. Do we have birthdays in November? I want to start doing that. Some shout outs. I know any birthdays in November, just want to say a quick happy birthday if your birthday's in November. You know, I don't have a list of people's birthdays, but I just want to say happy birthday if you have a birthday in November.
Mine's is in November. It's November 11th.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Veterans Day. Okay. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday. We about to sing? Oh no.
No, I didn't say
Yeah, Jamila.
Look, we got the music in the beginning. You gonna sing? On the 11th, we'll sing for her.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay,
And
so
then-
what am I supposed to see different, Anthony?
I don't see it yet. Yeah.
So you should see on the left-hand side of your you're in
Yeah. Let me show you my phone just so you can see, right? So I don't know if the glare is there. So on the side, which is here, I have the list. Jesus Christ. Horrible. This glare. So obviously the side here where, oh my goodness. This glare is no. The glare, Jay. The glare. So these are the lists that I get right now, right? So like I created one, like our family calendar, right? But I don't see the list of ours to even select it.
Yeah, check your Gmail and see if you see the invite.
Just in case. I'm like, we're gonna have to start there.
Yeah. Because once you get the invite, then it'll be on the side here. If you guys can see mine, I don't know if anybody can see it. And you can like toggle it on and off. You can.
Oh,
you guys
right.
can.
If you want
You
to check
definitely
it.
can. I just can't show it on mine because I'm on my cell phone right now, but you should see it on the side.
Yeah,
And toggle. You got it? Okay, great.
Well, now we're gonna be putting.
Believe I
So
just
what
sent you
birthdays
the
can
invite.
add their birthday to the calendar?
I can't hear you, Anthony or Giomi. Would you say again?
Whoever has like birthdays, you want to add that to the calendar, or you just kind of want to just do that for the time?
I mean, yeah, that'll be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because the calendar is just to get us also set up on like what days we're going to be having our membership meetings. Well, I know that it's going to be every Thursday. We're going to start talking about like even on that membership on Thursday, we say, hey, we're going to talk about wholesaling on this day. We're going to have whatever going on. I know Tiana made an agenda for us today on some of the topics that we're going to talk about. That calendar is going to help assist everybody to know what is going to happen on every meeting and what we need to do going forward so that we can have some kind of structure and guide on what's going to happen, what's next. So instead of everybody's like, so what we're going to do? Well, you can see it on the calendar. It should be on the calendar. And we can definitely put birthdays because I think that's important as well. Just the whole communication of that. So yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Fernando, I just hit you with an invite. Jamila, same thing.
Also, shout out to Jamila. I mean, she was handling business this week, then did a video for us and everything. That's wonderful. Great job.
Thank you.
Brian, I just sent you the invite.
Okay, so I'm in there. We getting some progress. But I still don't see Playmakers. I just see my stuff. So what do I have to do now?
Did you see the invite in your Gmail?
Yeah, I went there. That's how I was able to get in here. So I might be in the right spot.
Yeah, so under your My Calendars, you still don't see the Property Playmakers in the My Calendars list?
Let me go see if I can find mine. Hold on.
Yeah, if you're on your calendar and you just hit like the 3-line menu and then like your calendars, does it have property playmakers there as an option for you to toggle on and off?
Nope.
Did you
Mm.
accept the invite?
Yeah, I'm in the invite. I accepted the invite. That's how I was even able to get into here. So now that I'm in here, I hit them 3 lines. I got schedule, I got day, I got 3-day, I got week, I got month. Then I got events, then I got tasks. Or should I hit one of them?
No,
No,
it should be right under that.
It should be under events and tasks.
All right, under events and tasks, there's birthdays, holidays. I don't see playmakers, nothing with playmakers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they should be right under there, like events, tasks, family. Well, I got family here. So everything that I always have on my Google Calendar, then I have property playmakers as well.
Maybe you could try accepting the invite again to make sure that it went through.
Let me see.
Let me see if I can share.
Let me come out of here and try it again. I ain't trying to hold you guys up. So if I have to text Anthony
you're
once
fine.
I get out of here, I definitely will.
Okay, then. Yeah, he'll be available.
Yeah, I'll get you squared away, Kia. Chi, I just hit you with the invite. Lisa, I just hit you with the invite. Jamila, did you get it? Fernando, did you get it?
Got the invite.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to log in, but it's
Rick,
I don't know if I logged in wrong, but it's under me. Just my
Are
stuff.
you doing it on your cell phone, Fernando?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can share. I learned how to share my screen on my cell phone.
I got
I
got the invite, but I think the email that it was sent to doesn't have like a Google account, so it's not adding to my calendar. So can I use my Google email so it could add to that calendar?
Right.
Yeah, that could be it.
So I think that's what's happening with Jonathan. So I'm gonna have him.
Oh no, I figured it out. I know what you have to do.
What you gotta do, Kia? Let us know.
Okay, so when you go in, right, it asks you, do you want to add Playmaker? So I had to add it.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm in now. Let me see. Oh yeah, we in there like swimwear. I'm in there.
Yay,
So
Kia.
I put in that it can't be added. So that's why if I'm gonna send my other emails that is hooked to the Gmail account, because mine says it can't be added.
Okay then. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message.
I see every Thursday you have it scheduled for 6:30 to 7 in a meeting.
Yes.
Okay, all right. God bless. I'm in there.
Oh, great, Kia.
Rick, I sent you the invite. Just let me know if you're good.
What did you just say?
I sent the invite to Rick too. Chi, I hooked you up as well. Brian, I got you as well.
Hit return to go to the bottom. Hit return to go to the bottom.
What are you trying to do?
TheAtMe.com.
All right, let's see where y'all at. Good job out here. Y'all okay? You okay out here? All right? Oh, man.
Kia, your mic is on. Yeah.
Anthony, real quick question for you.
Yeah.
What program are you using to record videos? Like I got a program on Udemy, and I'm try to see if I can kind of record it to maybe share it with the class.
Okay, so since everybody have Zoom here, just use the Zoom. That's a real quick way, and there's a few benefits, right? If you just pop on your Zoom, just open a new meeting and share your screen, and then just hit the record button, and then that'll record your screen. And the benefit of doing it that way is Zoom has a compression algorithm that makes the files extremely small. Because if you use, like I got a MacBook, and if you have a MacBook or if you're using Windows and you use the screen recording option, those files could get to 1 or 2 gigs or greater, and that's going to eat up your drive after a couple of videos. So you don't even want to do it that way. So just use your Zoom, and it's only going to be a couple of megs once the recording is. So I did that whole wholesaling thing for like a couple of megs. It was like 100 or so megs. But yeah, you just want to use your Zoom, share screen,
That's not bad.
click the record button, and you should be good.
All right.
And when you say open up, so you saying open up the whatever I have and then open up a different Zoom? Is that what you're saying?
So like if you have a Udemy video, or any video for that matter, but if you have Udemy tutorial up right on your screen, then just go ahead and pop open your Zoom, click open, click share screen, and then go into your menu options and click record, and then it'll record the screen that the Udemy tutorial.
Okay.
That's a good hack right there, my brother.
It's gonna work for Netflix. Just
I was like,
not gonna work for Amazon either, because they got a whole algorithm that catches it, and it'll just black the screen. I tried it.
That's my mistake. He tried it. He tried to record a bunch of stuff. So yes, he tried it. It's so funny.
All right.
I'll be right.
If you need help, anybody, if you need help, Fernando, just let me know. I can walk you through it step by step.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I know that we don't post that many announcements in the chat, but when we do, I'm going to post a link in the chat for us to start posting all the announcements inside that particular link, which is going to lead to a document. So that way, when Anthony's ready to take all the information and send it over to the Property Playmakers website, we're able to have it there, and it's structured in and it's easy to read, and you can go to it at any time. We're just thinking about how we can streamline the process and what that looks like for Property Playmakers. And one of the things that we discussed is about having everything on a particular document that makes it easier for Anthony to take from there and then move it over to our website. So any announcements that we make in regards to Property Playmakers, I'm going to put it on inside a link that I'm going to provide on our chat. And that way you'll be able to just kind of open it up through that particular doc, and it'll send eventually to our website. And you can just go on Property Makers website, click on each date. If it's the meetings, it's the minutes of the meetings, all of that is going to be there, and you just be unified under this one area. So that's the goal. So I'll be posting that particular link later on, probably tonight or early tomorrow morning, just for any announcements going forward. We'll be posting it there, so that way you'll be able to have it, and it'll be in a doc again, so that way we could be able to get it easily. So, but I think we kind of hit all of the points that we needed to make today, just kind of discussing the wholesaling. We're going to add Kia to it, because I know she just mentioned it, or he's going to troubleshoot, I think he said, with you later on, if that's the case, so I can make sure that you are able to be on that list. The team signups, the potential Property Playmakers meetup, our calendar sounds like everybody's getting on, and that's looking good. We have the attorney update again. If we can get an attorney, it'll be really helpful. If anybody in the group that knows somebody that can help us. Anthony, it looks like somebody said they never received an email. I think it was Ricky for the calendar, it looks like. If we can we can employ anybody in the group to kind of help with that. I know we're just discussing it could be the holidays, but who knows if we can get someone, soon. So that's, on our agenda for this week, hopefully for the rest of this week and next week, to get somebody in to talk to us. And I know last week we got 2 new members, Jovalie and Ricky.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so I just want to say welcome. And we're happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Rick, welcome.
Welcome.
Can you guys hear me?
We did. We hear you, Ricky.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, because I'm driving. That's why. So I didn't know if you guys can hear me.
No, you're fine. We heard you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you. I'm excited about
Welcome.
Welcome to the community.
So yeah, so I'm really excited though, you guys, to get started on wholesaling. I did finish the course. I do now understand what wholesaling is and how it works. Before I was like, I had no idea. But I'm ready to kind of get started on what that looks like for us and what we need to do for that. So as soon as we can get started, the better.
Amen.
Who finished the video? I think I got halfway through it. I got a little bit more to go.
I finished it today. It is very I finished it today. It is very helpful, like she said. Leslie, I know what you were saying. Like, it is kind of, first of all, he has an accent, you know, that you have to try to keep up with his accent. But he tells you a lot of good and great information. So after watching that, yes, I'm happy to get started in wholesaling.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I'm just and I'm ready to kind of like, you know, dive in with you all to kind of, because sometimes when you're learning something, you may pick up something different from someone else. And so just having us in a group session, kind of talking about that, I'm ready to do that, because I mean, I have picked up something that you picked up, Kia, or whoever else that did it. So I'm just ready to kind of dive in.
I had the reason why I was asking is I had purchased Boone's course that I think it was the intro one. So when you guys had told me about that one, they were pretty much saying some of the same thing. I haven't actually finished either one. I had started Boone's, and then I started with the one that you guys sent. So they are talking some of the similar things.
Okay.
I bought Boone's. I have Boone's course too.
Yeah, he has a couple.
I'll keep it real. I wasn't feeling it. I just like it was really short, especially
which
for
one?
like
Which one did you get?
the wholesaling course.
Yeah, I had that one too. And I
Is
just
it the
think
elite?
that
I'm sorry.
You got several.
I got the first
The
one.
wholesale secret.
Yeah, that's the one I got, the wholesale secret. Now, don't get me wrong, Fernando, he is good, but when you listen to Udemy, he gets more detail and goes more into it and tells you a lot of more stuff. Boone makes it where he tells you stuff, but then you got to buy another course to learn something else, and then buy
That's exactly how I feel.
Right. That's what it is.
Exactly how I feel. Yeah.
The
Like he
funneling.
doesn't give you all of the information in his course.
He gives it to you all in one in that 2-hour course. He breaks all that down. But yeah, Boone more so he tries to get you into buying all the different. Yeah, he does. You know what I mean? But I think that if he does come out and do a course like Udemy, he will be really good because he knows all that stuff. But he just likes to, you know, he likes to get it's that funnel hacking. It's that funnel hacking.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Gotcha.
And you know, one thing I liked about the guy that that's on Udemy, he talked about something I didn't even realize. He said something about wholesaling land. I didn't even know that you can wholesale land. I thought it was just commercial and residential, but he said wholesale land.
Guys, is there any way you guys could drop the link to this course that you're speaking of?
For sure.
Oh yes, we can.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can wholesale.
Hey, what's up?
What's
B, I see you.
Hey everybody.
Yeah, so have anybody in the group ever did wholesaling with land? I know it's new for everybody, but have y'all ever heard about that? Like,
I did hear about it, but no, I didn't. I did hear about it, but like I said, Udemy talked a little bit more and got more in detail on what you can do, because you can do everything for PropStream just like you can do a wholesale, and everything he does everything on PropStream.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of links on that land thing that you can wholesale from. It's the same thing, really. To me.
Okay.
I've been researching it. I've been networking with some people that do wholesale land and they sell land. They kind of like network with me to try to get me to buy, you know. But I have been affiliating with certain people that wholesale land. So it's possible.
Well, I'm good. I'm glad I'm in good company because, like I said before, all this is brand new to me, so I'm a baby in this game.
Me too, Fernando.
But I'm
talking
excited.
like
I'm excited. I'm
we all
excited to
learning
get our
together.
feet wet.
No
I
doubt, for
know.
sure. No doubt.
Yeah, we need to get started.
Right. I'm ready. And you know what? The hold up as of right now, because we're so busy, and Anthony can correct me if I'm wrong, we're trying to structure everything before we start to do that. If there was a way that we can just do it without, structuring the LLC, because it's taking us some time to get a lawyer, and if we're looking at the fact that the lawyers are saying January potentially, are we going to wait until January to get started? Like,
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We can get some
Right.
property.
I don't want to wait
You
till
know what I'm
January.
saying? Like, we trying to
January.
Get
Well, we
property.
could always look for the properties and then,
Yeah.
at least have something in the hands that when we do form it and structure it well, we can just go ahead and grab it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying not to get, antsy over here. But
I'm antsy.
I'm like, man. Whew. I'm like, after watching the course, like at first, like I said, like everybody's saying, like this just been new to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and I'm thinking about all the possibilities of what could happen. But watching the course, I'm like, oh, I can do that. Oh, okay. So now I'm just like, now let's get started on it. So,
to be
yeah.
honest,
How many?
I'm thinking we can still get started with wholesaling even without the LLC. And whenever we do obtain a lawyer that can speak to us, we can just execute on that information immediately, whether it's after a deal or two. I don't know how you guys feel.
I would prefer to do it that way. I mean, I think we should not just completely wait.
Exactly.
I'm sick of waiting.
Look, hands up who's ready. Because I'm telling you, like, look.
I think we as you were saying it, but we were all thinking the same thing. Because I'm like, we don't have to wait necessarily for the LLC, right? Obviously, we all agree that once this is happening, it's gonna be split evenly. So whoever's gonna do it, whether it's Tiana, Anthony, Fernando, we're all gonna be like, we got it. We're still gonna split it for everybody, right? Like,
yeah, like okay,
so
yeah.
We all agree, and then that's what it is. That we know that everybody will still get their share. Like that's not gonna change. Whoever is the one that's gonna initiate it.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm in agreement. That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sounds like we're all on the same page when it comes to let's get started.
February, that's 3 months.
I mean, and like Fernando was saying,
we need some money.
like Fernando was saying, we can at least start the process and looking for properties that are good properties. And those good deals. Like,
okay,
we
I
can
agree.
be doing some of that legwork right now.
Exactly, because come January, we're gonna be so tied up in doing some other things, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to wait last minute and some other laws or some rules or regulations or something change. If we can already start getting in the habit of looking for properties, looking for land, looking for whatever, we can start doing that now. We can get the legwork done now. I agree. And it doesn't sound like anybody opposed to that.
Definitely agree with finding that time.
A lot of time.
And once you actually do have the property, you gotta jump on it or you're gonna
exactly.
Yeah.
And Keith, go ahead.
A lot of times, I mean, we go look for these properties and then we find something that's good for everybody and we're not set up in place. We lose that property really fast, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
the way that the market is right now, a good property will go real quick.
Okay.
So I have a question though, Yvonne. So
yes.
How are we going to set this up then? Like, are we going to have like a meeting where like we know what people are actually going to be doing, or we just want to go out and look for property and just go for like that? Like, how are we going to set it up? So, like, you see how you have it right now. You have wholesaling, then you have somebody that might do the calling. Then you have some. Are we going to start like processing that, or are we just straight jumping right into wholesaling?
Well, yeah, so the goal is for us to, now that we know that we have the course and we have started the course and a lot of you have finished the course, now we're going to discuss the game plan on how we're going to do it. Like if it's you, kid, that's going to do the cold calling, or it's going to be you checking out the property, because we got such a a wide range of things that need to be done with wholesaling, it looks like, you know what I'm saying? So then we have that, and now we're going to come together and say, okay, then did you look at properties? What did you look at? And then we can evaluate if that's a good property. From my understanding, watching the video, it's about running those numbers and ensuring that you're getting the best deal from what I got from watching it. And so the goal is to make sure that we're all on the same page. Like if you're finding a property, do those numbers work for that property? Because we're all trying to get paid. So we want to make sure that when we're doing that, it looks like that. And so, yeah, so we're going to have the positions, everybody going to be in their different positions within the wholesaling. So that way we can make sure we're covering all ground.
Got it. Gotcha. All right.
But okay, well, I'm ready. Anthony.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
We ready.
Yeah, so the prop the prop subscription is $99 per month, and it's $25 per seat per additional seats. So how many we could do it, and they only allow a max of 5 seats per team. So we'd have to break it up if it's 14 people here, so we'd have to break it up into 3 teams. So is everyone here opposed to, so let me just ask 2 questions. One, is everyone here willing to jump in and purchase a subscription? And we can do it in 3 teams. We can divide the cost in 3 teams across 3 teams.
Is this PropStream you're talking about?
Yeah, PropStream.
Okay, so I purchased it already. I mean, I got a subscription.
I purchased it also.
Okay, so then, so probably what you guys will want to do is basically cancel that subscription, and then we just do, or because you want to do it in the purchase the business plan and then have the additional seats, so that way the cost is spread out across the 5 people who are, within that. But if you want to just keep that subscription, I mean, that's really up to you. I don't know if they'll let you add the additional seats to that particular plan.
What's the cost difference? Is there a big cost difference between the ones that you guys have and the one that we're doing, Anthony? Do you know?
No, so the subscription itself is $99, right?
Okay.
But that's one person, right? If I'm not mistaken.
That's one person.
Okay.
So get
okay. And then it's $25 each additional person.
Right.
For the business.
There's a team. If there's going to be a team where it's looking for the property, then we should add more users. So then everybody's also looking, right? Kind of. Is this kind of what we're deciding?
Right. So let me show y'all how the math works, right? So if you have we have 14 people here, so we break it down, and I'm just walking you through this this example, mathematically speaking. So we have 14 people, we break it out into 3 teams. Okay, so that means one subscription is $99. Each additional seat for the other 4 members would be 25, right? So
yeah, 25. Yeah.
Remember access.
Oh.
Y'all follow? So $2, and then you divide that by the 5 members, so you can see you're only paying 40 per.
Oh yeah, that works.
So that's.
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry, everybody was talking at the same time, and I'm trying to get it right for minutes. Say that one more time, Anthony.
Yeah, so you got the $99 for the 1 seat, and then for the 4 additional seats to comprise a team of 5, because they only let 5 allow you 5 total seats per team. 5 seats per team, $99, and then 25 for the additional 4, 25 each for the additional 4. So that's $100. So you got the 100 plus the initial 100, that's $200 for the entire team. You divide that among the 5 members, then you're looking at $40 per member for that 5 team.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and that's way cheaper. So and the second way we can do it is Brian he mentioned this in 2 meetings back, where we have PropWire. Okay, now this is a free service. Now, one way we could do it is one team could purchase the prop stream, right? And then we just have the 40 per member on that particular team, and then all the other 10 members just use PropWire, which is the free service. That will allow us to kind of compare and contrast the features of both, see which one does what we needed to do, because as I vetted both of those softwares, each of them have their unique features. So they don't really, you can't really use one to replace the other. So we can leverage both at the same time.
I think that makes sense.
Okay.
Now, the other costs, just as a FYI, right, we also need to consider the other cost of the additional programs that the gentleman in the wholesaling course mentioned, right? So we have those programs, some of which were free. The others will, obviously require a paid subscription. So that will be the cost. I'm totaling those costs right now. So I'll have that all squared away, and I'll get that posted in the chat tonight or tomorrow morning.
Okay. Yeah, because that was going to be my question. Did we have that amount that he was mentioning?
And then Jay, let me get one more point in. Joanne?
Joe Wimmy.
I get it. Joanne?
I wasn't sure. I was like, you trying to say my name? I wasn't sure.
Yes, he was
Try to get it right. Just try to get it right. Yeah, we can connect, you and I connect, and anyone else who's interested in evaluating, this technology to help us. Because we can connect, we can evaluate those other programs. So if you're interested in that, or you can obviously just help me with the calendar stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm down for anything. Yeah, for sure. Because I'm like, again, like I said, I'm like, I want to help you so you don't have everything on your plate. Because again, we both have jobs. You guys have kids. Life in.
Yes.
I'm like, don't I?
I don't feel the need to put everything on y'all's shoulders. So,
right.
I guess. So. Send out some times that you're available.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I'm gonna get some J Money or some tech stuff too. You can look at sites.
J Money, we already know about that now.
You see him, he's like, huh? Girl, here he calls me on his day job to help him with IT. I'm like, don't you have an IT person there? But he don't know what he's doing. I was like, they pay me per diem then or something. Shoot.
You guys, I have to say, you know what that helps me out a lot? Tiana. My gosh, if it was, I'm telling you, I probably would go crazy if it wasn't for Tiana. Like, she has
we gotta have
me. Like,
group chat or some us three
because man, I'm going crazy. I'm like, Tiana, can you, girl, because I got this over here. Can you? Like, oh my goodness. So without her being like, on top of doing some of the stuff like posting minutes and all the stuff, I promise you. But yes.
Man,
I want to get my minutes. I was like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
Set up your own Zoom meeting if you need some help with things, and kind of, get us the guys that's, the people that is willing to help you. Set up your own Zoom meeting. Start handing out projects, stuff that we can do.
Yeah. I think that's the goal when we were saying about the Trello board. We have so many different tasks on there that it just needs to be filled on there. And we send out a link to the Trello board. So if you guys can go on there, you can actually see everything that's going on. A lot of the tech side, you'll see Anthony name against a lot of the stuff because it's a lot of his tech stuff and he just like knocking it out. But he does need the help, and me, I'm basically the person that's communicating to everybody like, hey, can you tell somebody this or can you tell somebody that? And I'm like, okay, I tell them that. Now let me call Tiana. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like it's a lot that we have to do because we're just getting started, and we definitely appreciate the help. Because we don't know everything, and that's why we need a team of people that is working together to try to learn everything together,
Right. That's why I've made sure to put Trello on the agenda today, because I went in there as well and you can actually claim a task.
Right.
So you, like Anthony has everything listed out that he needs, and you can claim a task and you can take it. So like he ain't got to do that. But a lot of it was IT stuff, and I'm just not the IT person.
You
Man,
see,
I
my name was
was
on like a few of that stuff. I was looking like, he was like, babe, you didn't claim none of the stuff yet. And I'm like, I don't know how to do it.
I know that was the same thing. I was like, "Cool, I'm useful, but just not here."
Right. But look, you'll see, like, I claim a little stuff like call the attorney. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Call a CPA.
I was
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
call.
Work too right there.
But that was the most, but he is knocking it out and he's staying up late. So yes, I do appreciate any and every help. Like if you have the tech skills, yes. Because he's like, babe, even in this particular meeting, I'm gonna call him out on this. He's like, babe, in the meeting, I'm also gonna be doing extra work for the group. I'm like, dude, you know what I'm saying? So he's working right now while he's in the meeting to make sure that he has things, you know, streamlined for property playmakers.
No. And
So it's dedication. That's dedication to the cause.
Yeah, so it's like, look, I can't do it. I'm like, I can't. So then when he's talking to me about it, I'm like, you know, I can't help you on that. But we can kind of like brainstorm on some of the things, and we're a team. So yeah.
And remember, you don't have to do everything by yourself. You can delegate.
Big fact.
We're a team, right? You gotta delegate. Because I know sometimes, at least I feel like in IT, you want to do everything by yourself because you're like, I don't know if they're gonna do it right, but you gotta let it go.
Yes, he gotta let it go.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Let me tell y'all my philosophy, right?
Oh gosh.
So T-Mobile, I work as a software engineer for T-Mobile, and what I learned from them is they said what they did starting out when they was just voice streaming all of that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they just rolled out projects often and early. They didn't focus on whether they made mistakes. So whatever y'all feel like we need to do, we just need to just execute, and we'll work on the mistakes later. We'll clean it up, reiterate. We'll just
I like that idea because then you do that and then we work out the kinks.
Yeah,
that's how you get
exactly. You just have to get moving. You have to take action. We can't be trying to make everything perfect before we get started because we ain't never gonna get started.
That's why.
Okay, so did you hear what he said? So now we're gonna start the wholesaling. So it sounds like he's in agreement too. Wholesaling, let's begin. Look, let's get started.
Wholesale Discord for the systems.
Okay, so so now let's make sure that we have this down pat tonight. The prop stream, he said it was going to be either prop stream or prop wire. Who wants to do the prop stream? I know for sure that we're gonna do him and I are gonna do the prop stream. So who wants to do prop stream?
Prop stream.
Come on, prop.
Okay, I missed prop wire and prop stream. I'm sorry.
No worries. I was just asking because I want to make sure that we get that down tonight so that we can get started on the wholesaling.
What's prop wire?
Prop wire is another program for like looking up properties. I'm assuming, is that what it is, right, Anthony? Y'all, everybody that said it, I'm assuming that because it's the same. Okay.
So prop stream is the one where it's paid. The other one is a
free service.
Free service.
Free service. Yeah.
There's a difference.
Right. So right now I'm just trying to find out who wants to do the pay service, which is prop stream, or who wants to do prop wire, which is the free. So that way we can take a list. And I know that he mentioned that there can be 5 people on the prop stream.
I send you my bread right now.
And so if we can get that team going, and then everybody else, if you want to do prop wire, that way we can begin to start comparing the two starting basically tomorrow, because we're trying to get started. I'm ready. I don't mark myself up.
I'm gonna do the prop stream. Just let me know where I gotta send the money, Anthony.
Okay. So you said, Kia, you said you want to do prop wire? I mean prop stream?
You want to do prop stream?
Okay.
I'll do prop wire.
Okay.
Everybody, I can't really see y'all. Who all wants to do what?
Did you say that the wire was free?
Give me 1 second. Let me say this because I'm trying to take these minutes. Who all wants to do what? Please say your name and say you want to do it. I don't have the screen on.
Kia's gonna do
prop wire.
No, how about Tiana? How about everybody just post it in the chat so that way you can see it?
Perfect.
Say
Put
it in the chat. Yes.
Thank you.
So I have a
That was
question.
funny. Everybody said it at the same time.
Right. So put it in the chat so that way Tiana can have the minutes, right tonight. And then we can get started,
I have a
set up
question.
everybody.
I have a question though.
Okay, go ahead, Ricky. I mean,
All
Rick,
right.
I apologize.
Yes, it's Rick. You can call me Rick. It's fine. All right. So
Okay.
from my understanding, the pop wire is free. You said.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. But other people already paid for the pop stream, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So, and pop stream is only limited to 5 people per group, but pop wire isn't.
Correct.
Okay. So how about since some people have pop stream and some don't, and the pop wire is free, let's stick with the pop wire because we can do more with the pop wire. And then we can compare the two differences.
He said that.
Yeah,
But
that's what
everything's confusing. I don't know. I can't hear what's going on.
yeah, no, you're correct, Rick. And that is exactly what Anthony was mentioning earlier. So I'm glad that you reiterate that. That is a good idea. We're going to have some people on prop wire and then some on prop stream. That way we can compare the two and we can keep going like that.
But if two people if we're on 2 different platforms, would we be able to do the same type of searches?
That's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're trying to compare the two. That's why we're doing both of them right now, because we don't know which will fit our needs the best. So
Okay.
right now we're going to utilize both. And then once we use both of the platforms, see which works best for us, then we'll decide on which one we want to move forward with.
Okay.
Right. Exactly. So which one would you like to do, Rick?
I'm a team player. Whichever one works.
Okay.
I choose. Put it in the chat.
Can you put it in the chat? Because we're trying to make take a tally.
I like it.
Okay.
I know we're trying to figure out that, which one, but I don't know. It just seems like to me, I know some people, want to have one or the other, but if it's free, it seems like we should start there, capitalize on utilizing it the correct way. I mean, we may not even need to go the other way. I mean, that's just my opinion. But
that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, why go pay for something if it's free? And if we, because like I said, I've already got prop stream right now. I can get Anthony just because I think it's just renewed. So there's no need for me to cancel it until the end of the month. Maybe, Anthony or whoever's tech said, because I'm not, can at least maybe work with me to figure it out for this month. And everybody else just do the free one. And then after the month, if me and Anthony or me and whoever figure out, hey, it's definitely better the other way or this way, then we'll go from there. That's just my point.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That kind of makes sense. But the 2 or 3 people that got prop stream already account.
Yeah.
So if we do like a month test bed, I don't know when I forgot the other person who had a prop stream.
D.
Yeah, whenever do you know when your account is due to be paid again?
I just updated mine just this month. Yeah, it's every month. I just got paid.
All right, so like
prop stream for the year.
Okay.
Yours year.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
So he already has it for the year, so that's even
You got
better.
it for the year. Yeah.
Yeah, so we just might as well use his. Let's throw
So
some money.
whoever's good, whoever's good, I think whoever's good with like they said, IT good, computer savvy, should help D and Fernando out on the prop stream side. Then everybody else should go on the other side, and then we can probably do it that way because they already had prop stream. So we could just go ahead and execute prop stream on their 2 platforms. Like whoever is good, you know what I'm saying? Like like I'm pretty sure Anthony and Joanne will probably be the 2, that we would probably speak up for. That one can help Fernando, one can help D, and then I mean, it's just a thought and it's just an idea, but I do think it does make sense being that they're already paying for it. We should use their platforms and help them with their platforms, and then everybody else go ahead and try the other one, and we can try it like that too. I mean, it is just all suggestions out, but it does make a little bit more sense that way.
You know what? I can see that, and I can see that what can happen is that they can set us some time to go over. We'll just have to check Anthony's schedule, and he'll have to, see what that looks like for him to be able to do Zoom meetings with them in order for that to work. I know. What do you think, Anthony, about that part? Because I know that, like we were just saying, what time? How would that work for your time?
Who purchased the year subscription?
I did, but I'm saying I did, but I'm saying what I'm saying is the prop wire is free. So everyone that paid for the prop stream paid for it for a different reason other than this group.
Right.
So being that we are in this group now, let's everybody try to work in unison to one accord. And being that it's free on the wire, let's all work on the wire, and then we take it from there. If we don't like how this wire is working, we go to prop stream from that point. I have it for a year. So we have time to take our time and everyone work in one accord on wire, and we can make some more progress. We can't be sitting here working two different ways and trying to find a common ground at a foundation.
So he that's a good point, Rick.
Right.
Let me share a few points. So these software programs, they are specifically set up to handle unique edge cases. They don't overlap in many of the areas. So like they all might do property analysis, but they don't have unique they each have a unique feature that sets them apart from the competitors. So for example, PropStream actually notes how often they update their data. So in this case, with real estate, right, you can't operate on stale data. Okay, that's a no-no. So you actually have to have or make sure that these companies are actually updating their data and telling you how often they update the data. And PropStream actually notes that on their website, whereas PropWire doesn't. So we won't even know if the data is stale or when they're going to update it. It could be every 30 days, it could be every 60 days, it could be every 90 days. So that's going to be the unique cases that we run into. So when I vetted these cases, these particular programs, it's going to be very critical that we operate them alongside. So we're going to have to use them simultaneously. That's just what it is. But in your case, if you purchased it for a year, the easy thing we could do is reach out to PropStream and say, hey, can we convert this over to a business account and then add the other 4 users. But I will need access because I have to automate these processes. So I will need direct access to that account. So I won't be able to share with your credentials and things of that nature. I'll need direct access to the account so I can begin automating all of our software, all of the technologies that we have. So we don't even have to do a lot of manual or tedious work. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Okay. Again, I'm a team player, whatever works.
Yeah. So you made a good point. So the prop wire, since it's free, we definitely want to leverage that, right? We want to,
right.
what it does well and what it doesn't do. But one of the things that it doesn't do well is the skip tracing. Okay, so we'll have to use another software program for it because, and I mentioned this in the leadership group, but there's 3 programs that I vetted so far, and one does skip tracing very, very well, whereas PropStream does not and PropWire does not. The data that they have is like very, very stale data. So you can have like 50 calls or 50 leads, and you might get like 1 that where the number is actually still working. So it's not going to work. So we'll have to purchase or explore all 3 of those programs side by side. So that's the reason why I will need direct access. So if you could reach out to PropStream, or I can call them tomorrow and just say, hey, if we have if somebody purchased a year service, can we convert that over to a team account and then where we can add the other 4 users? And if they say, yeah, then we're good to go.
There we go.
Sound like a plan.
There we go. Whatever works so we can start making progress.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that will just end the night. we have the notes and we have everything that we need, and we can get started on. I'm gonna go tonight and start looking at PropWire and PropStream, because we can kind of do that and see what happens. I'm just ready to kind of dig in. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Do we have any other questions or concerns or issues? I always say that at the end because I'm definitely wanting to know this, because if there's something that you can't get on, or you're unsure about, property playmakers, or some kind of, any kind of issues, we want to address that during the, meeting, or you can always inbox me, because look, I don't know the tech stuff, but that's my job. The whole, I'm confused, I just need to talk about something. That's where I come in. So if we have any questions, any concerns, any issues.
Just a quick question. So in our website, well, where we're communicating Playmakers, we have links back. So we do have links of everyone's number and information.
You said we do have their phone numbers, and we have email addresses to everybody that did a property a profile. Yes.
So just real quick, I'm really thinking about doing this, and I know this is off topic, but this is kind of something I want to do on my own, and if I think it's valuable for the group, I will try to provide, whatever I can. But I am going after, I don't know who is interested in doing some storage facilities. So I have a meeting I'm going to, a seminar that I'm going to in Arizona in January about storage facilities. So once I get to that and I go through it, I'm more than willing to provide as much information about that.
Keep us tapped in, brother.
I'm sorry?
Keep us tapped in.
Yep, keep us tapped in.
Yeah, definitely. Because I know we're starting off with wholesaling, but we want to hit all areas of real estate.
All right. I just wanted to be sure,
Yes, definitely.
Is that more specifically, like, is that something where you have the there's an opportunity for us to receive like the down payment? Because remember, like we talked about in the previous meeting where we shared with you that through Navy Federal, they told us that they'll give us, there is no ceiling for what they'll lend us for real estate investing. So any commercial, be it the apartments, hotels, anything, they said no limit, but we have to come up with the 20% down payment.
What I understand is that storage facility is got to be the most easiest process you can go to with the most least down payment. From what I learned, so I mean, we're talking 5% down payment because this is such a solid market. 5% is all they really look for. How true that is, I can't be sure. I can't say for factual reasons to the group, but this is supposed to be a solid investment. So I want to find out. So I signed up for a program. I'm supposed to go out in January to Arizona, and I'm going to check it out. It's all on my pocket, but listen, whatever I can share, I'm going to share with the group because, 10 heads, 7 heads, think better than one, right? So
right.
That's true.
I also today also I had a conference call with a couple of some of my team members of my team, and we have access to hedge funds. And with today in the meeting, they're supposed to be sending me the criteria of what what they would need for a particular amount of money. But the hedge fund, they can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
We're here. Can everybody mute themselves? Thank you. Go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, so within my conference call today, the hedge fund is telling me that they have accessible of at least $2 million if we can meet the certain criteria that they're looking for. And they do work, and they're very flexible, and I have done work with them in the past. So if it's something to where we can't go to the credit unions or something, we might have another avenue to where we will probably be able to get more money or easy, get it in an easier fashion.
Sound like we got some buyers already.
Yeah, sound like we got options.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is
I like
what I'll do is I'll reach out to some of my people tomorrow, and I'll see what the criteria that's needed, and I'll post it in the chat or when we have the next meeting.
Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that.
So,
Yeah, we like options around here. We like options.
Let's go, Rick. Let's go, Chi. Round of applause. Let's go.
Yeah.
it's fun in our back pocket. About
Yes, I've been having that in my back pocket, bro.
Thanks for bringing it to the community, man. That's
exactly.
amazing.
Thank you.
No problem.
That's what we need, and we need more people like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're trying to begin to recruit more people that is ready. You know what I'm saying? Got, some different knowledge than what we have to bring it to the table, and so we can continue to grow. So that's the goal. But other than that, I don't have anything else for the meeting for tonight.
Like I can say one thing. I'm sorry. Like
you're fine.
one example of what we did with some people. They had to show that they had like 150,000 in their account, and the hedge fund gave them 1.5 million. So, but that 1.5 million had to be only used for real estate investing. Okay. So with that, we can get the commercial properties, we can get residential properties, we can get land, we can do whatever it is that we've been speaking about on this call. What I've been hearing is just that we will just have to meet the criteria that's needed for them to release that.
Okay.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
This is for you.
Okay.
So I've heard like another process with the hedge fund, when wholesaling to the hedge fund. So what is the process that's done when you're wholesaling to the hedge fund? Like they have to vet you out and say, okay, you have a portfolio, we like you, we're gonna hire you for the job. But are you just wholesaling them the property, or do you have to do other stuff? Because the way I heard it, it was like you wholesale it. They give you the money to borrow. They're like the lender and they're the buyer. So they would give you money to borrow to purchase the property, and then they would have you fix up the house, and then they would buy the property from you.
They would have you fix up the house, and the hedge fund would buy the property from you?
Right. So you would borrow the money to buy the property.
The reason why All right. I understand what you're saying. The reason why they're given that amount of money and the investment, it has to be in real estate, is because the real estate is the collateral for the money. So now if you cannot handle to give back or to pay back the money at the time that they're needed, their collateral is that home. But the home is not theirs, it's yours.
But they just got to lend. They just got to lend.
They're the lender. They're the bank. They see how you will go to the credit union to get the funds. They're like the credit union. They will be like the credit union giving you the funds. So now it's like you'll be paying an installment back on the monies that you received on your investment.
What's the typical interest rate on that, Rick?
I can get I don't want to speak on numbers like that unless I'm sure. So I'll get all that information for you guys tomorrow. When I do speak with them again, and then we can, I'll be more. I like to speak when I'm sure of something.
No doubt.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Hey, Rick, you said you've worked with them before,
with other clients. Yes, I worked with them with other clients before, with a lot of things.
And
that's scenario.
Excuse me.
I say you work with other hedge fund lenders in a similar scenario.
Well, no, I worked with this hedge fund. The one
Okay.
that I'm but this is the one that I'm speaking about. It's not a. These guys are in the Carolinas, so and I was introduced to them from some of my colleagues that I work with, and when I bought certain situations, certain deals to them, they were able to fund it when the banks couldn't.
I like it. Sounds good.
What
Yeah,
part of North Carolina? Which Carolinas?
Excuse me?
Is it North Carolina, South Carolina?
Wait, I don't know. I believe it's North Carolina. I believe it's North Carolina because that's where one of my colleagues is.
All right. Well, I'm in North Carolina.
Okay.
Just a quick question, Rick, to be sure. This individual accounts or is this on the business's account? Like, I'm thinking like if we're approached them on a LLC that we have together, or is this just individuals?
Well, the criteria that they were asking for was on an individual basis. It wasn't on a corporate level. But that's something that we can always address with them. It's just I want to get it to the table the correct way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's where as a collective, we still gotta work on that legal piece, because I know for a fact that when it comes to lending or getting HELOCs or lines of credit on properties that's in your name versus a business name, banks will let you pull money off a property that's in your name all day. But when you find out it's in a business name or a business own it, then they become reluctant, or a lot of them, especially during COVID time, they were saying, "Oh well, yeah, you have a lot of equity in the property, but if you want to take a line of credit out on it, you're gonna have to put it back in your name. We can't lend on the business because they can't hold a business liable like they can a person. They can't go after a business assets, as easy as they can a person.
Right.
So that piece is definitely major to find out if they're cool with either side, or is this for individual only?
Okay. So because I'm hearing a lot of questions. How about we do it like this? Every question that anyone has, let's post it in the chat. And when I do speak with them tomorrow, I would have a listing of what to ask so I can get the correct answers for you guys.
That's a good idea.
Very good idea, because we're coming to a close now, and I really appreciate your information, Rick, and your insight. I really appreciate that a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. The time is 8:08.
Nice number.
Before we go,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Almost start to sing.
I just want to congratulate Queen Tiana for hitting the stage tomorrow night. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Break a leg, Tiana.
Break a leg.
Thank you.
What stage is she on?
What stage is she hitting tomorrow?
Yeah.
What she do?
She's in a play tomorrow.
I'm in a play tomorrow. I'm an actress. I'm in a play tomorrow. That's
very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't like to say break a leg, but break a leg.
Right. You know,
Thank you.
Yeah.
But so we're just gonna close out. It was really enjoyable. I love these meetings. I love talking to you all. I'm gonna let you guys go. If you have any questions, any concerns, you know where to find me. Like Rick said, please put all your questions and concerns in the chat for him, and we can go from there. So it sounds like we got a lot of parts moving. We're gonna start with PropWire and PropStream. So we got all that going on. If you don't have anything else to say, goodbye, everybody.